TikTok, I saw that in Germany, or like Berlin specifically, when you go to the club, you are not allowed to have your phone. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, when you go to the club, they either make you check your phone, like, into a locker, or they're, like, put tape over your phone, and everyone is just, like, live in the moment. Like, no recording, like, just dance. Like,
I am obsessed.
Right? I thought that was really
so
cool.
You know, that's
and
actually
people will get mad at you if you are, like, trying to, like, record or something.
Follow, obey the law. Hey, y'all. What's poppin'? What's good? Honestly, I'm going to start off this podcast with a vent session. A die-hard, you know what? Let me not be a fangirl right now. A normal fan of Drake.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, he going on tour. Let's get the tickets, baby.
Uh-huh. Did they sell it with the quickness? No opportunity?
They didn't even motherfucking sell out.
Didn't even come?
That just started at $750.
Oh.
And I'm talking fucking nosebleed.
I can imagine.
Seats. Maya.
That's offensive.
And so first of all, I'm sorry. I have to clown on him a little bit. His pre-sale was with people that have the Cash App card. There's nothing wrong with having a Cash App card. I'm just saying, like, that is so random. And in order for you to get the pre-sale code, you needed to use your Cash App card number.
Wow.
Do you know anybody that has Cash App?
I do not. No. I feel like that's a very uncredible credit card source personally. For me.
I don't know. Like, I use Cash App. I just don't have a Cash App.
Me too. I don't have a card.
Anyway, whatever. It's fine. I mean, it's not like I always have whatever brand they're working with for, like, other tickets for the pre-sale code anyway. But, with Drake, I was like, okay, let's see. And I'm like, okay, so that's not happening. And, as I'm on Twitter, because that's the best source of news.
Yeah.
The pre-sale's happening. And they're like, what the fuck? For the pre-sale people, they're like, these tickets are crazy. And by the time it was damn near even time for, like, general sale, there's, like, barely seats left. And the seats that are left, like, yeah, it's like it starts at, like, 1,000.
Wow.
And I know Drake's not the only one, like Taylor Swift, Beyonce, like all these like big name artists.
It's a thing right now.
I'm just grateful that I got to see him when I guess he wasn't as big, when like, nothing was the same, or you know what I mean? Like Scorpion, like that shit came out, but like still it's crazy to me that that's what's happening. And it's insane to me, just even when it comes to, like, sneakers or clothes or whatever, like, they have all these bots buying shit and then reselling it. And I just feel like there's something, like, I refuse to believe that they can't do anything about it. I think it creates a hype, and they like it. They like what's happening here. And I think it's really fucked up towards the actual fans and consumers that do want to spend, a good amount of their hard-earned dollars on your show or product or whatever it may be. Like, I just think it's so fucked up, and it's another way that America and the world just fucks the people.
No, literally.
Like, we're literally willing to pay you a good amount of money, but you are actively choosing to fuck us.
Yeah.
Fuck us.
Yeah, when you already have a ton of money. My other question is, like, don't these, like, venues where almost you're, like, skeezing people out of money, doesn't that not make you feel easy going into the venue?
No, I mean, I feel like it doesn't. And we think, like, shame, they don't care.
They don't care. They're getting that coin.
Sold their soul
Can't
to the
even
devil.
imagine. But, yeah, no, it hurts my feelings and heart genuinely as a fan to Drake and to so many other artists, right?
Yeah.
Who this is happening to right now, who have gotten so, I don't even know.
Like, I'm all for people being paid for their creative endeavors and craft and service and product. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But I think there should be a price ceiling. You know what I mean? Like, Or like they should somehow step in and be like, bots should not be buying things.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like
real
places like Ticketmaster, like all these fucking companies, like they need to be stopped. Yeah. Like I just don't like how much they get away with. It's fucked up.
I mean, and I feel like relates to things that we've been talking about in the podcast lately the past few times. It's like these bots, this AI, like it's literally taking away from part of the human experience. You know what I mean? Like we don't get to just be people like in the queue anymore, hoping for Drake tickets, you know? And part of the thing too that I feel like makes these tickets go up more is part of the reseller market.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And like all of that makes it more of a vicious market for the people who just want to consume like the good old days.
I don't want it to be this big of a fucking deal. I just want something. And you as a company want me to want that thing. I have the demand for it. You have the supply. I'm willing to give you the money. Like, why is it so fucking hard to just do normal shit? Is it because there's too many people being born? I agree. Stop fucking getting pregnant. Like, you know? I'm just kidding. But like, truly, it's just fucking annoying because at this point, like, it just makes me... I don't even want to try anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it takes the fun out of it for me personally.
I'm not trying to stay in the fucking queue for 8 hours. Like, who the fuck do you think I am? I have a life. It's not that serious for me.
There's supposed to be a certain, like, allure. You know, like, yes, there's a little game.
I feel like it's gotten worse.
A little while. No, it's 100% getting worse.
Yeah.
100%. And I don't know, too, if that's because, like, a lot of that entertainment industry during the pandemic was cut. You know what I mean? So, like, do they not have people who are supporting the app in the way that they need to be? You know?
I don't believe it.
Looking over those kinds of things?
No, I don't fucking believe it. Get the fuck over it. They have these corporations. I never feel sorry for these corporations. Really they ain't shit. They ain't shit.
Yeah. Especially because
how
they're
much
making
the
more money
execs
now than
are getting
ever.
paid compared to the average fucking employee.
Yeah.
I never feel sorry for corporations. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, the funniest part about this is because, so one of my other best friends, like, we were all going to get tickets together, and the night before, you know, I was like, yeah, I'll put the tickets, you know, I'll put them on my card, like, we're good, we're, like, talking details, logistics, and she texts me, and she's like, so, like, I've been hearing, like, these tickets are, like, crazy expensive, and I was like, yeah, me too, like, it's wild out here. She's like, I'm thinking, and she said, like, an X, like a number. She's like, that's my cap. And I was like, and in my head, I was like, like, I'm going to add, like, $300 to that.
She's like, I could
go. And, but I even lowered mine. I was like, but I could go that much. And she's like, okay, yeah. I'm down. For Drake, yeah. Let's do it. And I go on there. I'm like, bitch, we're so cute. Our little cap doesn't mean shit. Okay? Like, in this market, like, it don't mean shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a certain cap. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just not gonna spend that much money on one ticket. Like, even though he's one of my favorite artists. Like, it doesn't feel right.
I better be getting good seats for that money. Damn near a meet and greet.
No, literally. Like, I'm sorry. If I'm spending $1,000 like rent type of money, like, I better be sitting on Drake's lap. Like,
I'm gonna need his breath on my neck.
No, literally.
You know what I mean?
Like, actually, he needs to be my landlord. Like, you know what I mean? Fixing me up and putting me together.
Right. He better give me the best night of my life.
Exactly. So I'm just like, I'm confused as to why I would pay that much if I'm not getting any sort of like special experience.
Yeah.
So,
or I'm not on the floor. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. I need to be on the floor.
I need a meet and greet, or I need to be on the floor. That's the only way I'm spending
I need to make eye contact.
Right.
Like, I want him to be singing Jungle, and then he sees me, and we're just like, whoa, there's a connection. But I have a boyfriend. Relax. But you know, boy, you're on my hall pass. So, like, I don't know. Like, so it's what's gonna happen tonight? Cool. We don't know. Mm-hmm. You can. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Truly such a shame that we are not going to this Drake concert.
No, but you know what?
Oh. Is there a part 2?
No. There isn't a part 2. But it's crazy because I was right there with you. I was like, yeah, we're just not going.
Yeah.
And I was venting to my boyfriend. And, you know, he's the type of dude that's like, Drake is a simp, like, whatever. But, like, he loves me and he
understands
exactly.
the love
and he's like, baby, like, don't worry. Like, sometimes, like, when it gets a little closer, like 2 months before, these resellers, they stop dropping the price. Like, you might still get it. I'm like, wow. I never thought you would be the one feeding me positivity to see Drake, but I really appreciate it, and you're so right. I'm like, still get the tickets. So based off of Miguel's positivity, I'm fingers crossed, hoping that we will still get the tickets. Maya's coming obviously too, and my other friend, and like, you know, it's a party. Who else want to go to see my man?
You better act right.
No.
Actually, I'm gonna just go ahead and say you are not invited.
No.
If we see you there, that's cute.
I love you. I love her. You're my best friend. But no, dead
you ain't
ass.
gonna fuck up Drake.
Dead ass.
You ain't gonna fuck up Drake.
No, you ain't gonna fuck up Drake. The vibes have to be immaculate. You know what I mean?
Top
like I said,
tier.
top
tier.
tier.
We can get a drink. We can be cute. We can take a pic. We ain't going together.
I love you. She said no. I know, because we've had some interesting experiences in the past with
you know, I just want to take care of the people that I know I like to take care of.
It's true. Truly. The list is short. That's all I got to say. But what we're really asking for is, if you're listening to this, and Aries season, I feel like, is a very strong season for manifestation. And I like to think that, you know, our subscribers, I fuck with y'all's energy. Like, if you fuck with us, that means I really fuck with you.
Love y'all so much.
So we need a moment of silence, of manifestation for me and my girls to get tickets to the Drake concert and for them to be reasonably priced. And, you know, just a good vibe, good energy. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, ready? We're going to the Drake concert. It's going to be amazing. Best night of my life. Okay. Woo! Thank you for being there with us. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you
for joining us today.
If you watch Princess Diaries,
you know what it is.
If you don't, you need to do it.
The queen is coming.
I feel like we regularly make references.
No, we regularly.
So,
yo, speaking of the Princess Diaries, which makes me think of, you know, obviously Anne Hathaway. And you know she's a Scorpio, the Scorpion queen.
Yes.
So the other day, I know, I love her. She's iconic. I was watching The Devil Wears Prada, which is another iconic movie. And I just, like, I was thinking about it because I'm like, okay, this is like, what's her name is like a really, like, because it's based off of like Anne Wintour, right? Who is like the editor-in-chief of like Vogue magazine. Yeah. Is that, yeah.
So.
Right?
Yes.
So
that sounds correct.
And that's who the main character is besides Anne Hathaway and The Devil Wears Prada.
The Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Yeah, exactly. And I was just wondering, I'm like, because I'm watching this and I'm like, Meryl Streep in that movie obviously is very demanding. You know what I mean? Like, but everyone respects her and fears her.
Right.
So I was like, oh my God, like, what is Anne Wintour's sign?
Oh.
Like, I need to know, like, this fashionista that everyone is like they know, like, they need her yes on everything.
Yeah.
And she was very feared, but her opinion was taken so seriously. She's also a Scorpio.
Is she?
She is.
I love that. I was thinking either Scorpio or Capricorn.
Yeah. Like, that big boss energy. Right?
Domineering. People very much want your approval, want your respect.
Yep. Literally.
Because you demand so much of it, especially in the workplace.
Exactly. Exactly. And I just thought that was so funny because I think it's so interesting because I don't think of Scorpio energy as like an energy where like people are like, but it's so weird because maybe my opinion is not really real because I'm a Scorpio. But like for some reason, I just don't think of us as like scary because I think we can be so gentle, but then I'm like, oh my God, like I guess we are. Because another one, like when we like are being serious about something and like something that's our expertise and we take seriously, like I guess we can be pretty scary and serious. do you remember watching The Hills? And she had that boss that was like with the black hair.
Yes.
Who was really she was also a Scorpio. And she was a straight shooter. She said it like it is. Mm-hmm. And I think it's so fascinating because there's all these like, you know, big name people in the fashion industry that are just known to be like feared. And a lot of them are Scorpios. And I think that's so funny. Because when I think of us, I think of us as like a little bit more gentle, but maybe that's not the case.
I mean, you definitely have a gentle side.
Yeah.
But I feel like how most people perceive y'all is on the like, oh, boss, scary, maybe aggressive, you know, depending on where y'all are at and how y'all are meeting. Yeah. But I genuinely feel that for most people when they first meet Scorpio, it isn't necessarily like, hi, let me give you a hug. And you're just so warm. And
no,
you know what I mean? Even though that is y'all, you know, you have the deepest, most passionate, caring love, but that isn't what you necessarily, I think, even want people to perceive you as initially. I feel like you want to have, like, you have to earn.
No, you're so right.
That respect, you know? And I feel like all Scorpios genuinely feel that way, and I feel like you see them move that way in all facets.
Right.
Relationships, work, family, too, you know?
Oh,
like,
for sure.
You have to earn a Scorpio's respect.
Yeah. No, you're so right. You're so right. And I guess, like, one thing that I do resonate with is when people that aren't experts in something come around, or even people that I know, they start speaking on something that I know they know nothing about. That does bug me, and that does bring out that, like, like energy, my wrath, my Scorpion wrath of like, let me put you in your fucking place. Like, you don't know shit. And this is why you don't know shit. And don't ever talk to me about this again because you don't know shit. So I guess I see it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm just cracking up. Okay, because here's the other thing. I think those times where y'all are expressive in that way is so memorable to other people. It makes such a mark that they're like, that's you, that's Scorpios forever. And in some ways it is. Yeah. You know, the way that you are willing to like, or capable to like burn things to the complete ground and like end in a full circle, beautiful completion, destroying moment.
Yeah.
It's a special skill. It really is a special skill.
And like, honestly, it just like, it happens out of nowhere. Like when something triggers me.
No, who's
and it's I'm emotionally tied to it. Yeah, like I'm I almost black out. Like we talk about Cancer's blackout rage. Like a Scorpio's blackout passion.
Yeah.
Like when I feel like something is worth telling someone about, like, you know what I mean? Like when someone says something to me and I'm like, you don't fully understand this concept, so let me just explain it to you like you're 5.
Let me dumb it down for you.
Let me dumb it down for you, baby.
And that's when the Martian of Scorpio is like, I feel like reminded, you know, and when I feel like I see them act a lot like Aries is like, well, let me tell you, and I'm gonna just go.
You know, you're so right. And I think that's why I just get so confused because maybe, you know, I feel like sometimes whatever signs we have in our own chart, it's easy to talk about it, but then on the other end, sometimes it's hard to talk about it because you don't know if you're personifying it from just you and your personality. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess that's why sometimes I get like confused with Scorpio energy because sometimes I'm like, I know I am that. But I also know sometimes I hold back a lot and I try to make things nice and I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. And I know I can come on really strong. So I try to hold back. But then sometimes I know I don't control it and I do come on really strong. So like I teeter back and forth of like, I know that's that Scorpio energy. But I'm like, but Scorpios are gentle. And I'm like, well, maybe that's just my Libra. You know what I mean? It's just, it's sometimes hard to, and I think everyone probably struggles with this, thinking about your entire chart and thinking about where the energies come from and obviously how they interact with each other.
Right. And who's taking the lead in this moment.
Right. Because a lot of times, like, I remember reading, you know, the pattern app is so cool because it, like, tells you, like, how you're supposed to be. And this is how you're meant to show up in the world. And maybe because of your childhood, you had to dim that down. Like, for me, it always tells me you're meant to be powerful. You're meant to, you know, go into a room and demand people to see your truth and to not back down, you know? But because of my childhood, it literally says that on the app. I felt like I had to dim my light, or that maybe I come on too strong. And I so resonate with all those things. So I feel like I've had to learn how to like manage the very expressive and demanding and, you know, just aggressive part of my personality. That is my Scorpio. That is my Scorpio energy. And like, I tell you this all the time. I could say so many things and it would hurt so many people's feelings. Yeah. And I hold back a lot. And people that maybe are as close to me and have experienced that, they're like, what do you mean? Like, you're so aggressive. I'm like, bitch, you haven't seen it. You haven't seen it.
I'm like, she's being really nice right now.
So nice. I'm being so nice. I'm literally sparing your feelings.
Right. And the fact that you're like shaking in your boots, you're like, no one's ever talked to me this way before. And like,
Lord, have mercy.
Lord.
You have another thing coming, honey.
Awkward.
No, actually. So I think it's been interesting for me because I've been learning to accept that side of me and know that that's where my power is. Like, you know what I mean? My sun sign is Scorpio. Like, that's how I'm meant to show. Exactly. I have a Scorpio stellium in the 10th house of, you know, your career and exactly how the world perceives you. So it's crazy because it hasn't always been easy. Yeah. You know, even though that's what I want to do, I'm always worried about how it'll be perceived. And not everyone, you know, we live in a world where demanding women, powerful women, are feared and judged, not just by men, by other women too. And we're trying to all, you know, change that as a society. I feel like we're making steps towards that, to take women that are powerful and who have loud voices, you know, to be taken seriously. But it's just, it's hard sometimes. Especially growing up, you know, in a Middle Eastern family. Like, 100%. I just always felt like I had to be quiet and perfect and not speak unless I was spoken to. Yeah. And I'm thinking about it, I'm the complete opposite of that. I want to scream my feelings. I want to tell you what's wrong. Yeah. You know? Right.
Can't keep it in. And honestly, the longer I keep it in, the more foul it will be later on. Exactly. That's, I feel like, especially for me. Like, you don't want me to keep it in. You would rather me say it nicely in the beginning when it's just starting to happen. Yeah. Because, when it's been bottled up, where you told me I can't speak on something, that's when it's really, I'm going to just let it all out. Right. And that's how passionate, fiery, watery, emotional people are.
It's true.
You know?
Yes.
Like, it literally hurts.
It does.
Not to say exactly how I feel right now because you got me so fucked up.
Right.
Me and maybe somebody else. And I feel like I need to stick up for them in this moment. I don't know why, but I do.
Truly. Truly.
Because I can genuinely say it's not always about me sometimes. I would say it's like 50-50.
I love your honesty. Yes.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I feel like for me, it's when people don't take things seriously. The things that I take seriously. It offends me beyond belief. Yeah. You know? And like that's what makes me want to like go apeshit crazy like from 0 to 100. And it just becomes my sole mission of like, this is why you should have kept your mouth shut. Because if you would have kept your mouth shut, I wouldn't feel like now you're trying to downplay the things I take seriously. But because you thought it was funny to make a little jokey joke and make it like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it's always been. That's how I can think of every time I've been triggered by a stranger and or someone, you know, that for the first time understood Sarah grown up, you know, is when I was like, okay, you didn't take me seriously as a child. You didn't take me serious as a teenager, or you just met me and you don't think that I take myself seriously.
Right.
And now I'm going to show you how seriously I take shit.
Right. You know, I'm just sitting and moving back and moving forward because...
And I would say you're the same too.
For sure.
Because you can be very, very friendly. You can get along with anyone. You could be very gentle. But I feel like when you feel like someone's disrespecting you, like you get triggered because it also reminds you of your childhood.
Yeah. No, a whole other Maya comes out, you know? And I mean, it is me. It is truly me.
Yeah.
But it's not someone that I always like to be.
Yeah.
You know? But I will be that if I feel you are disrespecting me, disrespecting somebody I love, going against my values. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I am and so are you, the type of person who's like, I'm going to stand in my truth. Yeah. And if you try and challenge me, like, I'm going to die on this hill.
And I think that's where we both do it, but that's where we differ, is that you say you don't like to do it because obviously you're Jupiter ruled. Yeah. I'm Martian ruled. I'm actually glad.
You enjoy.
I think it's easier for me to reach this point and give it all to you at once. Yeah. Rather than slowly showing you what I'm made of. Yeah. Because I can slowly do that, but if you just, you know, that's fine. You wanted to see what I'm made of, I'll just show it to you now. You tried it. Yeah. You know, and I feel like, you know, you can keep the peace a little bit longer.
I mean, I generally do, and I think you're right. It's that Jupiterian energy. I want to keep it light. I want to keep it positive. Fun and positive. Yeah. And until you let me know that it's not that. Yeah. Right. But as soon as you let me know, then I'm like, okay. Yeah. What's up then? Right. You know, and like.
Exactly.
It is game over for you.
And I feel like sometimes before they let me know, I intuitively.
Yeah,
you the water energy. I'm kind of reading in between the lines of like. Okay, I heard that little snarky remark, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to show you that I know what you meant. And I think most people get really, really confused or taken back because they didn't expect me to react so soon. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to start this before you start it. Because I think like,
you were... Let me just match it right from the jump.
And to be honest, I don't even know how to match it. I take it to 100. I don't like matching.
You're like, you want to fight? And no, literally. Like, boom.
Like, you know when they're doing those little auctions and they're like, we got 5,000, 5,000, $1 billion. I'm like, I don't want to play no more.
No, all Martians.
Let's end the game.
Okay, so I feel like all this AI shit has been on the rise, like real quick.
Pluto and Aquarius.
And something I feel like pretty surprising, but a lot of creators knew would be inevitable, happened recently, which is Levi, the jean company.
They have they have like robot models.
They have decided to get AI models to make them more diverse as a company. Rather than hiring other actual brown models.
I hate this.
They're like, we'll create them in AI. They've been getting a lot of backlash.
Fuck them.
But like the fact that they even, and they're such a big name.
That's fucked up.
Beloved brand.
No, that's fucked up.
It's fucked up. It's the biggest like
fuck
boom, boom,
you
boom, 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 boom.
To actual brown and black models.
Yes.
And I'm thinking also
you don't want to hire
plus size models too. They can easily make an AI that's a different shape instead of hiring a plus size model.
They just say them. Just say you don't want to pay us and go.
Yeah, like that's fucking weird.
Genuinely.
Ew, it's gross.
So
like,
gross.
What did they think they were doing with that? It was gonna come out. You're doing it. That doesn't look or sound good. And who in their marketing team allowed that? Who in there?
Right. And you tried to like wash it with like I don't know, like we care about diversity. Yeah. Do you genuinely think people are gonna take that from this message?
No.
Genuinely. Like, who was on the marketing team?
They're so dumb. I'm sorry.
Not a single brown person, I'm sure.
working for them, I think that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Because how the hell did no one think, you know what I mean? People might be offended by this because we are taking a shortcut.
Right.
I can't. I hate it.
And again, to me, it goes back to like a huge issue of people not wanting to pay Black and brown creators for things. You know, like if you want, you want to reap the benefits of having Black and brown people buy your product, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to uplift some Black and brown people to get there. Like, what the fuck? What in the actual fudgesicles do they think?
I'm gonna be honest. When I think of, listen, I love Levi's. But when I think of them as a brand, I think of white people.
What?
It's also just disgusting because it comes back to our main point, and literally every video we ever film, these companies, they don't give a fuck about us.
I know.
They just don't give a fuck about people. They're trying to find any shortcut to make more money while doing less.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just hurts, I feel like, more now than ever because there's been so much that's happening in the world, and we just see the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer and the middle class people like not really being able to survive either, and like it just feels even more disrespectful. Like, everyone has always known the government don't care about us, the companies don't care about us, but like most of us, or like not most of us, people have been able to get by. You know?
Now it's just not happening.
It's just not happening. And it hasn't been for
a while.
I
would say since like 2000 and since 2020. Damn. Shit. It's crazy.
Just sick of this shit.
I feel like they don't understand that if you don't have enough customers, you're not going to make money either way.
Right.
Like, you want good publicity. I just want to know what they're thinking when they're in these meetings. The people want more diversity. We will hire. Nope. We will make AI robots to model our clothing. Like, what?
Because we can work them and make them take 1,000 pictures over.
We don't have to pay. We don't have to pay them.
Yeah, you don't have to pay them.
It's literally free.
If you don't
it's funny how shit is all of a sudden free when we want more diversity.
Right. Right. Right.
I can't. I mean, it's just like the same thing of when Fenty Beauty came out and it had literally all the different shades. Then all these other makeup companies was like,
the shades.
40 new shades. Well, thank God.
Fucking
good for
how
you.
Many years later?
Good for you.
Right. After a Black woman finally took the time to like
actually create shades.
Right.
That match a lot of different
now
complexions.
Everyone was like, oh my God. Black and brown people buy beauty products?
What they don't understand is that there is money to be spent by Black and brown people.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you're really doing a disservice to yourself when you're not providing range for said consumers.
Yeah.
You know? You're almost... You're just implying that, oh, well, only white people can spend money. It's 2023. There's plenty of rich Black and brown people.
That is exactly what they're implying. Because I'm pretty sure it's like a fact that like Black and brown women are actually like the highest consumers and buyers of beauty products. So the fact that majority of ads are targeted to white women is absolutely mind-boggling to me. Like, you are genuinely not targeting your main customer.
That's insane.
You know what I mean? Like, that don't make no sense. But it makes sense because of what you just said. It's like, oh, you don't think that Black and brown people can buy the product, so I'm not going to market to you.
You know, it's because the people that are running these companies are fucking on their deathbed. They're like in their fucking Put a millennial and a Gen Z in that boardroom.
For real.
These 50, 60-year-olds don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Gosh. Put my guy in there.
I'm not trying to be ageist, but I'm just saying, if you're going to have someone that's older, have someone that's at least, with the shits, seeing what's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I 100% agree. And I would maybe even be a little ageist. Because I just feel like where is the actual majority and makeup of our country? And why is it that older people are still holding a lot of the power? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And quite frankly, I don't know that many people over the age of 65.
I know why.
That's wild. Why are they making decisions for me? Like, I wouldn't let them drive my car.
Because they're never going to let it go. And they're probably injecting themselves with something that makes them live longer. Oh. Which is why all the kids go missing. Yeah. Google it. I'm not going to go into it further.
Yeah. They got a lot of time on their hands.
They want to keep on living.
Mm-hmm. I sure do. They'll do anything.
It's disgusting.
Their kicks.
We don't want this to get demonetized, so we can't go too deep into it. But the people that run this country the world, do some sick shit.
Yeah.
And the more you try and find out why, the more you realize that they do not have a soul. And that they are willing to do anything to get more power and to live longer.
There's no rhyme or reason or rationalizing the things.
The one thing I do know is that they have zero empathy.
Yeah.
They're not making decisions out of actual empathy or care for the world or their fellow humans. They are literally doing things in order to survive. And it's so different than people who are not part of the 1% are trying to survive. Because I feel like the people that are part of the 1%, they're still trying to survive in their own way. They want to stay in power, and they're willing to sell their soul and every damn thing in order to stay in power.
Yeah, they have to continue to manipulate.
Exactly.
And pull puppet strings to keep it in the way and keep the amount of money that flowing to them that they have.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be that way, genuinely. They would still be rich as fuck.
I mean, they must get some sort of high from it. Because it better be worth it. Like, I'm sorry, no matter what you do, you're going to die someday.
Shit.
You're going to die someday.
Yeah. Everybody dies.
I don't know. You're not going to live. Like, you could make it last longer, but you're going to die.
It's the law, damn it.
It's the law.
The law of physics?
Yeah. Sure.
I don't think that's physics.
Jesus?
Right. I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. You guys know what we mean.
Right. You don't remember coming in and out of this life. Okay? Even if you live many lives and our souls continue on forever and ever, which I do believe.
I do too.
But you're not going to remember.
So question. These fuckers that are like in the 1%, are their souls old or are they new baby souls? And they get so obsessed with power and they're like, I want it all.
I think there's a combo
or
of the both.
Do they come back and they're like, this time I'm going to have it all. I'm going to risk it all.
I feel like there's really old ones.
Yeah.
And then I feel like it's mostly old ones. And then every once in a while, they'll bring in like a new baby.
Yeah.
And they'll be like.
Just to see what's popping.
Yeah.
What it'll do.
Uh-huh.
The risk
bring in
it'll take.
the fresh blood. And if it doesn't go well.
They bring in another old soul.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I could see that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they always have like a little guinea pig, you know?
Yeah. Just to see what happens.
Exactly.
It's a wild card.
Right. It's fun for them.
Right.
Sickos.
Exactly.
They're sick.
We've had a few of those in history. Open up a textbook and you'll see.
Factual.
All right. You know what? We're going to talk about... If you're from California, you're like, yeah. Everyone else is like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
But, guys, it's been so cold in California. It's been in the 50s.
Damn near like raining 30.
Like, we're talking like, it feels like we're in Seattle.
Right.
Like NorCal and SoCal.
And
we're
California
going through it.
is not Seattle.
Yeah, we're supposed to be 70
we're
degrees.
Sunny mother chunkers.
It's been crazy.
We love our sun.
No, it's been insane.
And we get a lot of it normally.
Ain't nothing happy here. Well, I mean, the plants are.
The plants
it's
are
just
very
my mental
happy.
health. Like, thank God for
Not
my Lexapro. Because if I wasn't on that shit, I'd be very depressed.
Seasonal depression very strong right now.
Strong AF.
Within me.
No, seriously.
It is hard. I took pictures today, and I'm like, is it 5 p.m. or 9 a.m.? No one would know.
No, because it's just dark outside.
It's just dark as heck. Also, I mean, I've lived in San Francisco for the past, 10 years now. And the amount of hail that I've seen in the past even 6 months
is insane.
Is absolutely insane. It literally looks like snow.
No, literally. The hail is insane. I was napping and the hail woke me up and I was like, oh, there's someone knocking on my window.
Yes,
and it was the hail. Literally.
It's really loud.
Say that again. That was an ad-lib. That's an ad-lib, girl.
It's really loud. I wanted to be like
crying.
It really be coming in out of nowhere though. I feel like it's really silent and then it's like you know what I mean?
Seriously. No,
genuinely.
Insane.
It's a lot.
It is absolutely a lot, and it's scary going outside. I mean, that's dramatic because people get snow.
I know, but right? I know.
Okay, imagine the hills.
Cold, you
guys heard about the San Francisco hills? They exist, and
they sure do.
Raining with those hills, it's just scary.
Mm-hmm.
Slippery.
Also, I'm gonna just say, California people don't know how to deal with the wet. You know what I mean? It's mostly dry out here.
Yeah.
So when it rains, even just a little bit, everyone gets real special. As a driver, for the past 10 years, people don't know how to drive in the rain. Mm-hmm. People suddenly, I feel like, they don't want to walk in the rain either, which is fair, you know. Yeah. But everyone is just acting up.
Yeah.
And it is a recipe for disaster. And
is.
I'm not sure if it's better on the East Coast, but I feel like it is. I feel like they don't do all this in the rain.
They're used to it. They get snow.
Exactly. Maybe because they be extra in the snow.
But I did see this really cool graph that showed how we literally got out of our drought.
I know. Our 10-year drought.
in the past 3 months. The rains that we got us out of our drought.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, it's fine. It's cool. I get it. We needed this.
I get
it. I'm done. Pack your shit up and go.
Right.
Now. Pronto.
I'm singing this weather.
Yeah. Anyway. We just had to vent.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know why our weather... Well, yes. The way my brain worked. Weather, I'm thinking of somewhere better.
Go ahead.
And on TikTok, I saw that in Germany, or Berlin specifically, when you go to the club, you are not allowed to have your phone. It's a whole thing. When you go to the club, they either make you check your phone into a locker, or they're put tape over your phone, and everyone is just live in the moment. No recording, just dance.
I am obsessed.
Right? I thought that was really
so
cool.
That's actually
people will get mad at you if you are trying to record or something.
Obey the law. Germans take that shit seriously. I know,
Yeah.
And I feel like I want to experience that. And actually, when I've thought about partying in Europe, Germany is one of the places I've wanted to go because I heard their house type of music clubs is insane.
Yeah.
And I'm down. And I'm not even a house type of gal. I like house music, but I prefer hip hop, R&B. Mm-hmm. But I could get down with some house when the beat is good. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm super down. But I've always wanted to go to Germany because I've heard it's really fun and the energy is just insane. And hearing this, it makes me even more excited because I'm all about it.
Right. And it makes me think maybe that's why people love it so much and the celebs like it.
Yeah.
Because you can be a little naughty.
People
aren't necessarily let me do this and this. It's like, you just do you, have a good time, let loose. And that's something that I feel like, ooh, we really don't see too much anymore, especially in the club scene or when you're just going out in general. Like, I see so many people, and, you know, you do you. I'm not judging you, but it's like you're taking pictures of things, you're recording yourself, and that's fine. But, like, it is just so counter to our culture.
It is.
Of this, and I'm like flabbergasted.
It is. Like, the only thing I can think of is one time me and my boyfriend went to a Childish Gambino concert, and he, you know, as you were going into the actual, it was like a dome, it was in Joshua Tree, they had us, you know, put our phones in those little, like, Ziploc-y, that's not an actual Ziploc bag, but essentially it closes it, so, like, you cannot open it. And it was really cool, because, like, we were just in the moment. There was no lights out, like, no one's, like, you know, camera lights out, people recording, texting, whatever. It was just dark in there. Yeah. And you had to, like, truly immerse yourself into the experience. Yeah. And I love that. And I think more places need to do it.
100%. And, like, the fun is experiencing it all together with the people who are there in that moment now. Yeah. You know, there's nothing more special and powerful than that.
The memory will just be in your mind.
Yes! And it will live on stronger.
Yeah.
Than you could ever think. Yeah. Like, stronger than, like, a picture. Like, yes, it'll help you remember, but you could literally take a picture after the club and, like, remember the crazy freaking night. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're or, like, so before, and that, I don't know, I just want people to remember that, like, yes, a picture holds value, but it's what you feel in the actual moment and what you experience, you know?
You know what? This is what we're going to do. I feel like we can order one of those little bags on, like, Amazon. And, like, when we have, like, a girls' night out or whatever. Like, everyone put your phones. Everyone, you know where to put your phone.
Put it in. Everyone's locked
and then
up.
Like,
gotta experience.
Exactly. And then, you know, like, before we go out, we just drop, like, everyone's names in a little bowl, and then we pick out a name. That's the person that gets the Ubers. So only they get to, you know what I mean? So it's not like, no, I'll get the Uber. No, I'll get, because they want to check their phone. Right. You know, like, we already know who's getting the Uber. Text all your little boyfriends. Like, I don't know. I don't know shit. You know, like, I just think that would be fun. Yeah. Because we can have our own way of being more present. I mean, in theory, everyone wants to not have to be forced to put it away like that. But I think I am smart enough to admit we're all addicted to our phones. Even if we say we're not going to do it, it's like a habit to just check it.
100%.
You know, so I feel like it being enforced in that way is what ultimately makes the night. Yeah. Because you don't have a choice. Yeah. Which is sad.
It's a reminder that, like, this ain't life. You know what I mean? It's not. And, like, how often in our day-to-day life do we actually get reminded that technology doesn't fucking run us?
It doesn't. I mean,
I genuinely can't think of many moments. I'm woken up by my phone. I look on my phone to connect with my friends. Yeah. I have to get on the internet for work. Right. Everything is around in my life is surrounded by some type of form of technology. Right. You know, how many things really encourage us to step away?
I know. I mean, and honestly, I think that's why I love my hobbies. Like, working out, drawing, reading. Those are the things that force me to not be tied to my phone. Like, that's why you need to have hobbies, you guys. Because you get excited about doing things that don't involve technology. And when you get lost in it, you're not thinking about your phone because you're fully immersed in your hobby.
Right. Right. And
even if it's an hour break a day.
100%.
Find a hobby.
And can I just say, like, it is, because our lives are so ruled by technology, it's easy to be like, oh, well, I'm relaxing by scrolling through Instagram. I'm relaxing by sending my friends TikTok videos. That's not actually turning your mind off for a little bit. That is still having tons of information and media sent at you. That's not a shut off. Everyone needs a little bit of time to shut off. And, like, that's what, like, hobbies and my minds kind of do for me is like it gives me an opportunity to shut off from all of the images that we constantly see in our very technology-driven world.
Right.
And it allows me to control the pace.
Exactly.
And, like, that's where you find your power, is controlling the pace of things. I feel like in general, in life. Mm-hmm. You know?
And honestly, like, I think it's crazy to me because I feel like I notice people's habits on their phones more than ever. Like, and it makes me uncomfortable when I see people on their phones a lot.
Yeah.
Because especially if I'm not on my phone and I see you on your phone constantly, like, I'm just like, damn, like you're addicted. And not to say I'm not addicted, but when you are learning to have healthier habits, you start noticing other people that are on their phone constantly, and it makes you anxious because they're not really there, and you feel their energy, and it's not grounded. You see them literally being an addict, and it's sad.
Like, you don't want to be on that, but you keep going back to it. Like, that's literally the definition of an addict.
Literally.
Yes.
But just like cigarettes, you know what I mean, and alcohol, it's not taken seriously.
Yeah, no.
Because everyone is doing it.
Right.
But it's very much an addiction.
Yes.
And it's detrimental.
And the worst
to your health. To your eyes, to your brain.
Oh my gosh.
To your social skills.
Yes. Oh, to the eyes. My eyes have been burning.
Yeah. We all just need to do better.
Well, because there's so many negative effects to it. Yes, it can be a powerful tool, but you have to know how to wield and harness said tool.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could hurt yourself with a tool, like a hammer. Exactly. You know what I mean? And if you don't want to get worked, you know, like in life in general.
I think we all just want to distract ourselves, and I think our phone is the easiest way of distracting yourself from feeling your real feelings and thinking about why you thought that thought. You know, like it's the easiest, and our brain knows that. Like, go on your phone, scroll. Oh my God, I just had a really negative feeling, and oh my God, what they did hurt my feelings, and oh my God, that wasn't nice, or you know what I mean? Oh, just go scroll. You're watching a TV show, something triggers you, go scroll. Like, it's so easy to just distract yourself from what you're actually feeling and thinking by scrolling and getting fully engaged into someone else's story and someone else's life. It takes courage to sit with your feelings and sit with your thoughts and think about, why did this trigger me? Why am I feeling this way? Let's get to the root of the problem. You don't want to do that? Take out a little journal. Journal it out. Read a chapter of your book. Like, draw if you want to, or color a fucking adult coloring book while you're watching something. If you need multiple things to engage your brain, don't make it TV and phone. Make it TV and something else.
Yeah. 100%.
I don't think you should be having two forms of technology at once.
Yeah.
And I think, like, I'm a multitasker, so if I'm watching TV, I try to remind myself to just have, like, a book out. I could just, like, browse through the chapters of the book, or color, you know, or paint, or draw, or whatever it may be. Just, it's not good to do both at the same time, you guys.
100%. Also, too, it's like, you know, with your media, be more intentional. If you're deciding to watch this show, pay attention to it. You know, like, I totally understand sometimes, like, being a multitasker, and there are times where your brain is like, okay, I can't actually focus, you know, and, like, you're like, I want to have my book or my coloring thing along with it, and I totally get that. But, like, when you're ready to watch your show, or you're, like, wanting to watch your show, don't be on your phone, you know what I mean? Try to be more intentional with your media that you consume as well, I feel like is something that I feel is really important with how much we consume regularly. Like, just be cautious of it because we go to it so naturally.
Right.
It's like second nature, you know what I mean? It's like breathing, phone. You can't do anything without your phone. Most people can't do anything without their phone these days.
I know. Oof.
And it ain't good.
It's definitely not, you guys. I think it kills your imagination.
And
it does.
You know,
any sort of free thought or free space you have in your brain for creativity, you're just shoving your phone into that space.
Yes, or like critical thinking. Like, okay, the other day, I don't know how many times I've driven to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Right? From the Bay Area. And I was like looking at my phone like my life depended on it. And I was like, I know how to freaking get there. Like, why am I so worried about, oh, I need to do this turn and this turn? It's like, if I just went off of my intuition and trusted myself in that moment, I could get us there.
Yeah.
But I was feeling anxious, like I needed my phone. I needed to know what time I was going to arrive.
We're dependent on it.
I know. But it was crazy because it's like, I know how to get there. I know how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
But still, I'm like, I need to have my phone to double check. And it's just not right.
I mean, it's like our second brain or something.
It is.
And like, it hasn't been in so many, since humans are fucking here, okay? But they haven't had a phone, okay? Your phone means nothing. Nothing.
You control your phone. You know what I mean?
Yo, how crazy would it be if like the whole world got together and they were like, Sundays are no phone days. Like, you know what I mean?
I would like
and,
that.
Like, that was like a law, you know?
That'd be really cool.
Just to get people to understand, yes, you can do things without it.
Right. Oh my God. I bet there would be like some absolute panic though across the
world peace.
or.
Because, yeah.
I agree, but I just feel like, these youngins, like, they be crazy what they
get the fuck over it. Start
media.
knitting or something.
They're like, oh my God, what is life without the internet? You know?
I know.
I can do. We can survive. Our generation, we know this.
We're the middleman, so we'll be okay.
Yeah, but I see it in some of their eyes. And I mean,
I know.
This isn't to say that like I'm like, Gen Z. I mean, like every generation has their thing.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like this is one of their things. Like they need to figure out how to find the balance, and maybe they're actually gonna find the true power of how to better harness, the internet and social media and stuff like that. But I feel like you got to find that boundary either way.
All right, people. Thank you for kicking it with your girls on this fine Friday while we talk about all the good things. If you have any thoughts, suggestions for other topics,
questions, concerns,
yes, comment it down below, baby. We will get back at you in a week or so. If you didn't know, we also post other YouTube videos. So if you're listening to us, go check out our YouTube, Charmed and Dangerous, on there. And while you're listening, leave us a review on Apple, Spotify, wherever else you're listening. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, like the video. We love y'all so freaking much. We hope Aries season is treating y'all beautifully.
Just right.
All right, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.